The tour is back on. I got a question for you. Are you living life, or is life living you? How bad do you want to be successful? Are you ready to level up in life? Are you ready to go to that next level? Are you sick of being average? I ask you again, are you living life, or is life living you? Blessed and unstoppable, the international world tour. Dr. Billy Alsbrooks, coming to a city near you. I'll be teaching a 4-hour, life-changing seminar on the art of greatness. Arise, champion. Every city will sell out. Get your tickets now. We are kicking the tour back off June 14th in Los Angeles, California. We are coming to 20 cities between now and the end of the year. And we ain't stopping there. We're taking a message to Europe, October 25th, London. Get your tickets now at blessedandunstoppable.com. Let us not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. Now, the crown of victory must be seized by persistence. Champions understand that the secret to success is refusing to give up. Today, I will be teaching about the law of persistence. Now let's look at the definition of persistence. The fact of continuing in an opinion or course of action in spite of difficulty or opposition. Class is in session, and I'm gonna break this law of persistence down into 5 points for you to understand. If you truly grasp and apply this principle, you will be unstoppable. Persistence is to consistently apply pressure with the corresponding actions required to produce success. Now the way you apply pressure is you grind until the world folds under your demands. Champions don't negotiate with the world. There's only one outcome, and that's the outcome they believe for, and they ain't settling for nothing less. They ain't no halfway victory, no halfway healing, no halfway championship, ain't no halfway legend. You gotta go all in, 120 beast mode all the way. That's it. That's the identity of a champ. The first thing I want you to understand is the foundation that persistence rests upon, and that's a mindset. A mindset that believes with God, all things are possible. Now let's go to the word. Joshua 1:5 says, no one will be able to stand against you all the days of your life. As I was with Moses, so I will be with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. So whatever situation, trial or tribulation that you are facing, understand this, you are not alone. Now we persist not in faith of our own ability, but in that of the God that we serve. You've heard me say this before, that destiny is obligated by universal law to concede to the demands of unwavering faith. And long-term persistence requires steadfast, unwavering, and immovable faith. You seize the promised land. You seize the healing. You seize the victory by faith. Persistence is faith sustained. It's faith proven day in and day out. Belief walked out. We are incapable of sustaining the persistence required for victory on our own. But our faith is the game changer, because it invites in God to our situation, and in His presence we find the strength needed to press on, to keep going, to keep fighting. Now understand this, breakthroughs are always available to those willing to think in a way that will allow them to manifest. You have to put your mind in an environment conducive to success and keep it there. The way you respond in the moment of trial will ultimately define you. Now remember, failure is not an option, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world. Now the second point to persistence is to get a vision for where you're headed. Because you can't persist moving towards something if you don't know where you're going. You gotta see that victory in your mind. Vision is the genesis of all greatness. You build success one brick at a time in your mind. When the mind truly accepts the dream, the unseen will become seen. Your mind is the factory, and your dream is the product, and your grind is the worker that assembles it all together, and your persistence is your marketing. Now you are the Picasso, the painter, the artist. Your mind is the blank canvas. Your thoughts are the paintbrush. Now you pick up that paintbrush and you paint the victory. it, your victory has always been there. But for the unseen to become seen, one must grab the dream with both hands and refuse to let go. And just like Jacob wrestled with the angel, you gotta wrestle with that dream and refuse to let go until it becomes a reality. Your faith must create an inner stillness during the gestation period. This is what the word says when it says, peace, be still, and know that I am God. God will take care of it. Your job is to stay in faith for the dream, believe for the promise. Don't get shaken out of your dream by the senses, by what you see on the outside, the external world. Because the external always bows down to the internal. The mental, the thinking dictates the environment. And the word says, be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The transformative power is the thinking. The only thought should be victory. Your body is the temple. Your mind is the altar. And your thinking is the worship. Now what God are you serving with your thinking? Now point 3 is understanding the power created through persistence. See, by persistently focusing on God's goodness, greatness, and glory, our faith is increased to a level that will move mountains. Persistence is a catalyst for transformation. It creates the power needed for change. The more you persist, the more pressure you apply upon the world for it to deliver what God has already promised. What the enemy don't want you to understand is that persistence lifts you out of the world of darkness and into the light. You see, persistence is the devil, the enemy, Satan's kryptonite. When you remain steadfast, when your faith is unwavering, you expose the lies of the enemy. You expose his nothingness. All the obstacles and illusions that stand in the way of the promises of God fade away and bow down to the warriors that refuse to give up. Now, to fully tap into the law of persistence, we must do point 4, which is examine the motives behind our persistence. Are we standing in faith for our will? Or are we standing in faith for God's will? The first thing we need to do is filter and verify everything that we are trusting God for through His Word. The Word is truth, and a disciplined mind rooted in truth can do the impossible. We always go back to the Word to make sure what we are doing is in line with God's will. God cannot bless something that contradicts His Word. It's against His nature. When alignment collides with persistence, miracles happen. I want you to remember this. The heart that persistence flows out of determines the outcome. So I ask you, are your motives righteous? Are they rooted in love? Are they aligned with the fruits of the Spirit? And if the answer to that is yes, then you have victory already. Because all the promises of God are yes and amen. And that brings us to point number 5, God's response to our persistence. Now let's go to the Word. 1 John 5:14-15. And this is the confidence that we have toward Him, that if we ask anything according to His will, He hears us. And if we know that He hears us in whatever we ask, we know that we have the request that we have asked for. Now see, God always honors the reacher. In exchange for our persistence, God gives us victory. Faith is the currency that miracles and victories are purchased with. All other currencies and forms of payments are denied. Faith is the only language spoken in heaven. All other languages are gibberish. Persistence is faith displayed, walked out day in and day out. It is the war cry of the believer. And God always hears His people. As long as you got breath in you, never ever give up. This is Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. And to God be the glory. Grind City. The struggle is real, but you know you were meant for more. That dream that's on the inside of you just won't shut up. Because you know you were meant for more. You've always been different. They never understood you. They've always doubted you. Because you're different. But you know something that they don't know. You know to be successful, you cannot follow the masses. You gotta be something different. Success ain't for everybody. B7U Clothing, wear your identity. I discipline my body and make it my slave, so that after I have preached to others, I myself will not be disqualified. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline, where we get it in every day. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Grind City all day. If you wanna taste greatness, you gotta choke all that weakness, laziness, and fear out of you. You gotta kill it all until all that remains is a champion. It's not the politicians that change the world. It's the people with discipline. Those that can stay disciplined will eventually rule the world. Champions don't make excuses, they make adjustments. You see, excuses are infinite, opportunities are rare. You gotta seize the moment. You can't breathe cause you choking on excuses. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline, where we get it in every day. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Grind City all day. I don't worry about the competition. You see, they can't swim. So all I gotta do to win is just drown them in sweat. Ain't no lifeguard out here gonna save you. You gotta learn to swim while you chasing trends on social media, looking for likes and chasing followers. I'm out here getting. That D don't stand for dollars, it stands for discipline. Greatness requires learning how to be comfortable with the things that make you uncomfortable. While you taking selfies and playing with your Snapchat filters, I'm in the gym adding more weight to the bar. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline, where we get it in every day. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Grind City all day. I don't grind like this to be good. I don't grind and work like this to be great. I got one vision and one vision only, and that's to be the best that's ever done this. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline, where we get it in every day. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Grind City all day. A champion's life revolves around discipline, self-mastery, seizing control of one's own mind, and then harnessing the full potential and power of focused thought. One who is king of his own mind will eventually be king of the physical realm. Therefore, I don't dilute or pollute my mind with thoughts that produce average outcomes. All I project is greatness. I am constantly planning and cultivating an environment that is conducive to success. I'm a real interior designer. I get up every day and design my life from the inside out. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline, where we get it in every day. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Grind City all day. I'm a beast, and you don't wanna mess with me. I'm a beast, and you don't wanna mess with me. And all the champions say, I'm a beast, and you don't wanna mess with me. I'm a beast, and you don't wanna mess with me. And all the champions say, I'm hungry, dedicated, and I'm fearless. Hungry, dedicated, and I'm fearless. Hungry, dedicated, and I'm fearless. Hungry, dedicated, they don't want none. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline, where we get it in every day. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Welcome to the house of discipline. Grind City all day. I bring every area of my life into submission. I walk at the highest level of self-discipline, consistently doing what it takes to be successful. Today I vow to conquer myself. Thank you, God, for giving me the strength to overcome me, for giving me the power to bring my mind and flesh under total control so I can glorify you in all things. This is Billy Alsbrooks, and I am blessed and unstoppable. Grind City. To God be the glory. Blessed and unstoppable. Success starts with putting the right things into your mind. And my new book, Blessed and Unstoppable, was strategically designed to align your mind with the laws of success. This curriculum will teach you the inner mechanics required to go from average to phenomenal. From living a life with limits to being blessed and unstoppable. As you follow this guide step by step, amazing breakthroughs will happen. New doors of opportunity will open, and favor will begin to chase you down. Blessed and Unstoppable is a 31-day devotional on the laws of success. This book will instigate the thought process and actions required to transform your life. Each day has a Bible verse, a teaching on that day's principle, a positive affirmation, a prayer for the day, self-assessment questions, success quotes, action steps, and a powerful inspirational message. Regardless of what field you're in, Blessed and Unstoppable is your blueprint for success. Get your copy at blessedandunstoppable.com. Also available on Amazon.